Oh, people. Joel Benjamin 528, aka MC Spookism,
Yes, sir, Brother Divine.
and Brother Divine. I think we need to lower that music, you know.
Yeah,
Ixnay the music.
yeah.
We're gonna ixnay the music. Alright, people. I'm gonna hit you a quick one. Alright. You see the title. Mercury Retrograde and Reality Loopholes. So excited for this one. So excited for this one. So
I can't see that.
yeah, you good.
Okay.
So let's get into it, because you know that it's me and Brother Divine. You know how we do it.
Yes, indeed.
Pretty much Brother Divine's channel now too.
What?
You know.
So, man, listen, you opening the way for a brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this thing, y'all know what it is. So we're about to get into this Mercury retrograde. All right. First off, let's explain the Mercury retrograde a bit. People was going crazy off of the last one I did a while back, and they were like, yeah, they was like, yo, you were so accurate, yo, everything you said was true. Especially when I was talking about with like the conscious community stuff was going to happen. I told people, they thought it was a joke until it happened. So we got to show them again. We're not joking. Plus, I got Brother Divine. Yes. 18 Lucky, salute to you. Let's give this shout outs real quick before we get started. Izzy Sentinel, salute to you. 18 Lucky, salute to you. Greg Bugs, salute to you. Sarah Nisut, salute to you. Saucy Surge, 86, salute to you. Yeah.
Sarah, I got you tonight too, brother. I ain't
oh, yeah, you got to make his stuff.
I ain't forget about you, brother.
Yona Shidid, salute to you. And Demetrius Red, salute to you. Maddie, salute to you. Tamika, salute to you. And salute to the international audience and the domestic. All right. Let's get into it. Wow. So, Mercury retrograde. Now, you see the title says Mercury retrograde and reality loophole. So, I'm going to explain to you why I put reality loopholes. We're going to explain to you what the reality loophole is. Because you always hear people talk about Mercury retrograde, you know, and I don't know, they get all these views on it, boosting. You already know what time it is. But they don't really go in depth and explain it further than it should be. So right now, we're just going to give you the Mercury retrograde in December. We're going to let you know the time frame of the dates that it's in. Now, it's important to know you have a pre-Mercury retrograde and a post-Mercury retrograde. The pre-Mercury retrograde is that energy that comes along right before Mercury retrograde, and I was feeling it hard, and I was like, yo, why it seem like it's Mercury retrograde? You know what I told you was going through it too, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And yeah, I remember you was, because I spoke to you, I was like, yo, why I feel like we in Mercury retrograde?
We was.
And then when I looked, I was like, oh man, it's pre-Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
So that's a few days before it come in, and that energy is like, that's your little warning. That's your warning signal. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be very mindful of that pre-Mercury retrograde. It could start a lot of fights,
all of
that you don't want to be a part of.
A lot of people don't even really know what Mercury retrograde means too. Like you see, each of the planets, you know, they have a certain energetic pull that it has on us, right? So when Mercury is retrograding, it's bringing a lot of things to the surface. A lot of things you've been hiding, you know, a lot of shit you've been trying to keep in the dark. Or not only is it bringing it out to light, but it's also bringing it to the surface for you to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's also about communication too.
Yeah.
You know, Mercury the planet has a lot to do with communicative energies, expression. You know what I'm saying? How communication is flowing. So, these are things to look into. What you was about to say, bro?
Don't forget, it makes people think things a certain way that it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like that trickster part. If anybody know about actual mercury, silver liquid, so it's toxic for you. You understand?
Yeah.
How it moves, it's unpredictable. You could say.
It's almost water, like water.
Right, but it's pretty unpredictable. So you have to be very careful. The same way how actual mercury, that liquid, is very unpredictable. That's how Mercury retrograde is when it comes in.
Yes.
Now, Mercury retrograde starts. Well, let me tell you when the pre-Mercury retrograde started. It started. Let's see. The pre-shadow phase started around November. Is it? Yeah, November 14th, going on into December 1st. Okay, and it started to really take up full Mercury retrograde in December 2nd. Correct?
Yep.
December 2nd. So, and I can tell you right now, you have to be very careful of people's emotions during this time. People are extra sensitive. Be careful of car accidents. Okay, definitely.
You gotta be careful of everything, because you see, it's bringing all of the things you fear. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with the way you're thinking.
I don't just want to leave it to just fear.
No, I'm saying thinking. Like a lot of people.
They got people that don't. They just oblivious.
They're wondering why they're going through bad stuff. They be like, yo. But you see, this is why we're gonna show you how to. We're gonna show you the loopholes.
You Facts.
This is why.
Gang. Now you're talking loopholes. Yeah, and show you how Mercury retrograde could create loopholes as well. So, okay, Mercury retrograde.
When
the planet? No, don't show that yet.
Don't show me yet.
Right, let me just have one over here. Don't show that yet. Okay, so yeah, it looked like Hermcomber is up in there, right? So you have the planet Mercury. It appears as it's going counterclockwise, but it's really not. It's like an optical illusion, almost like how the moon creates. The only thing is, when Mercury retrograde, the planet actually slows down, very, very slow. You have NASA and all type of scientists like CERN. We know about CERN, correct? You know, with the portal, that loophole again. They don't even want to do certain launches on Mercury retrograde. So you have to ask yourself, why won't they do certain things on Mercury retrograde? Big court cases, I'm talking about huge ones, stuff that could determine money. They don't do it on Mercury retrograde. They don't like to sign contracts on Mercury retrograde. Now, if you know the loophole, you could sign certain contracts and gain what you need to gain through Mercury retrograde, but you have to know how to do it. One of the things that people fall victim of, number one, they don't pay attention.
Yeah.
That is a lot of, how you say, turmoil?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Turmoil. They don't pay attention to the signs. You get what I'm saying? Because certain things are gonna happen to you to signal that you might be in a certain type of retrograde, like Mercury retrograde. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be aware and pay attention to what's going on. You get what I'm saying? And you have to be able to correlate certain things in your life and pinpoint where it's coming from.
And know what sign
exactly
that Mercury is in. Y'all ready for this one? Guess what sign Mercury retrograde is in, people? I'm going to give y'all 1 minute to guess.
Nah, that's too long. I got like 10 seconds.
I got like 10 seconds. Because we're going to drop stuff on you that other people ain't dropping. You get what I'm saying? We gonna give it to you real deal. Oh, 18 Lucky got it. He put Sag. Who's this? Latasha Davis got it. Sagittarius. They all chimed in at the same time. Sarah Nesu, no, you're wrong. Not in Gemini. Tina McGee, no, you're wrong. Not in Scorpio. Who's this? Kenneth. The what? The dots. Pisces. Wrong. All right.
Yep. Sagittarius. By the way, your boy is a Sagittarius
right
as
there.
well. You know, it's right now. Mercury retrograde is in.
Right there. That man right
sign,
there.
You know.
That man right there.
I'm feeling good right now with Mercury.
Yeah.
Me and Mercury getting along.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave that one alone, people. But anyway, let's get back into it. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. So it's very important to know, because depending on which sign Mercury retrograde is in, it's going to be very hectic for you, and you need to know certain loopholes to deal with accordingly. A certain loophole that you'll deal for Sagittarius in retrograde, you're not going to deal with Mercury retrograde when it's in Aries. Or even, and then the next thing is, you got to know when Sagittarius is also in retrograde. Like, okay, Mars. What zodiac rules Mars? Aries. Okay. So you have to know if you have, which I think it was last year that happened, or earlier this year. I believe it was last year, if memory served me right. Mars was in retrograde and Mercury was in retrograde, and it was in Aries. Now, this is the thing.
This is like a lot of astrology when you start going into the planets, because basically you got to learn astrology. You know, you got to learn how the planets really affect you as an individual. You know, you got to definitely see how the planets affect you. You got to learn your chart, you know, and see how the different planets, when they go into retrograde.
But forget that. They ain't got time for all that. That's why they watch us now. We give them raw direct. They ain't got time for all that.
Yeah.
Majestic, salute to you. Suicide H29. Salute to you. All right. Let's get back to this right here. So, okay, we already established that it's in Sagittarius. Yeah. Now, what zodiac does Mercury rules? Just a quick one. Let me see if y'all gonna get
10 seconds.
10 seconds. No, turn. Oh, damn! You already said that. Go ahead. Let me see if they're gonna get it. For my people out there that's real sharp with it, you know. What I was about to say, that know how to Google fast. You know they're Googling it right now. You know they're Googling it right now.
They're not just gonna say
Black Lotus Flower, what's up? Salute to you. Nikki Baby. Oh yeah, somebody got it. I'm gonna let the rest of them type it in before I say what it is, because one person got it right.
Yep.
So far.
Damn,
two people got it right. All right, we gonna tell you. Let me see. No, 3 people got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go in. Let's go down the list. Shaquana Morsby, what's up? Salute to you. Aries, nope, wrong. No, I just said Mars. Govern Aries, you forgot. Rainy Days, Virgo, nah. Who's this? Who's this right here? I got my glasses on. I can't see. Yeah, Tracy Natural. Virgo, no. Letitia Davis, you on fire. Gemini. That's right. Gemini. Ruling Gemini. All right. Tina McKee put Pisces. No. Let me find out that's y'all zodiac side. Demetrius put Virgo. No. Yeah. Y'all hit that damn like button. That's right, 18 Lucky. Thank you very much. I don't be wanting to say that all the time. Dots put Scorpio. 18 Lucky put Capricorn. Nah, it's Gemini. All right. So the reason why I asked you that is so you could get a better understanding of what's going on with this whole thing. Now you know Gemini is two-faced. So them Gemini's gonna tear me up for that. All right. So Mercury rules Gemini. So it's retrograde in Sagittarius, which acts as Gemini's shadow. Now,
Gemini is opposite of Sagittarius.
That's where more conflict is going to come.
Mm-hmm.
So we know Sagittarius is what element type of sign it is? Fire! Hot fire. So you need to know how to, like, if it's in Leo, if Mercury is in Leo, or it's in Sagittarius or in Aries, you have to know how to deal accordingly for those fire signs. See, it's so much to deal with. You got to deal with the exact sign. Then you got to deal with the element.
The energy of the sign.
Right.
The planet.
If it's in retrograde or regular, you understand?
I might have to do like an astrology.
Winter or some night. Okay, cool. Right. Winter or summer. You understand? Like all this factors in, and we already know the winter solstice is coming up, which we have something special coming up with the Reiki lady Sardine. Okay, so we're gonna have a special class on that. So let's continue. All right.
We have to start going into the loopholes. We gonna be here.
No. We just giving them cut and dry. We gonna go into the loophole. You excited to go into the loophole? All right, you wanna go in the hole, huh? You wanna go in the hole, brother?
Because we could go so deep into this.
Just tell them you wanna go in the hole.
Listen. I wanna go to the loop.
It's not a color. It's called a loophole. That's what brother Divine. All right, let's get to the loop. So check it.
Trying to get home, man.
Will you stop? Can we continue now? All right. Now let's get to the loophole. When we just broke down the different signs and all this type of stuff. So when you're dealing with Mercury retrograde, okay, it can cause loopholes. It itself can cause loopholes. That's why communications with cell phone, the cell phone towers, everything messes up. I know you got stories with that. Go ahead real quick.
As far listen, communication is off a lot of the time during Mercury retrograde. Like a lot of business ventures,
even face-to-face communication.
Yeah. Everything is a little off because the energy that's permeating through Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I could go on for days about how much things can go wrong during, Mercury retrograde. But, we about to give you some loopholes of how to maneuver through, certain things and actually have this retrograde work in your benefit, right?
Yeah, because if you check it out right now, and you'll see, go look it up, Mercury is ruling Gemini right now. Okay, Google it. Y'all Google scholars out there. But anyway, loopholes. So when it's messing up the communication, you could be talking to a person and you're like, yo, I like that red tiger eye. You see his red tiger eye he has on, right? Show them that red tiger eye so they see it properly.
Special thing,
Yeah, the red tiger eye. They'll say, yo, I like that red tiger eye. For some reason, Brother Divine is going to hear, oh, I like your black tiger eye. It's so crazy how that happens. And it's all dealing with communication. Remember, when the planet Mercury, just like when the sun sends its solar waves here, each planet is sending its wave, its frequency. So what it now creates is ripples. And with those ripples, it creates loopholes. That is why they don't like to do no shuttle launches, send out no satellites. And even with the phone calls, a lot of times they don't do the business calls over the phone because they know the misinterpretation that they don't want to have, especially when millions of dollars are on the line. Even at your job, you could say, okay, you tell somebody to do this or somebody tell you to do X, Y, and Z. And you're like, yo, you told me to do such and such, and they will argue you down. That's because your words literally just went through a loophole, a ripple, reached to that person's ear, and went to something else.
Yes, and another thing too, right? What we have to always understand is that you're constantly shifting your reality. Get what I'm saying? Like your reality is always constantly changing. You're always jumping from one reality to another reality. And that's why each of our experiences on this planet are so different. So in saying that, right? Another loophole as far as dealing with communication is really aligning yourself with that communicative frequency. You get what I'm saying? And how do you align yourself through things like meditation? You know, you got your crystals and your stones.
I'm gonna let you answer this one. Well, I'm gonna let you read it, and then we're gonna go in on it, so to speak.
Wait, let me see.
Right here, right here. Let me highlight it for you. Let me highlight, because that's an excellent
question. Nini baby.
Excellent question. Go ahead.
Do Mercury retrograde affect women worse? Does it affect women worse?
Yes.
Of course, it will affect women worse, just like how the moon will have a stronger pull on y'all, because women operate more from an emotional, sensual place. You get what I'm saying? And that place can become very powerful and dynamic at times, right? Almost explosive at times as well. So when you're dealing with these certain retrogrades and things like that, y'all definitely have to be very aware of your emotions, the emotional responses that you're going to be having to different conversations, mainly your emotions. You're really going to have to really be aware of your emotions and how your emotions are taking control of you and how you are projecting your emotions with other people.
Not just that, it also affects the womb.
Is that what she put, womb or woman? Oh, yeah, it definitely affects the womb.
It affects the womb. That's why stuff like this right here,
yoni eggs,
not just yoni egg, ametrine, yoni egg. What's the next one that could help the womb during Mercury retrograde? Unicite.
Yeah.
You sure unicite?
Yeah, unicite is a healing stone.
Ah, you're right. My bad. See, I don't know everything. As I got Brother Divine, unicite.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, we put okay. I know for a fact a next one that helps with that is aventurine and rose quartz. Definitely, that's for the women. Just just a quick drop for the women. Okay, since the question was asked, remember, because you two have a loop hole. Okay, so sex could be real great. For some reason during Mercury retrograde, I guess it's all that pent up.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So sex could be real great. One of the incense that I suggest you burn. Could you pass the yellow rose real quick? That? Yellow rose, the incense. This is for Mercury retrograde, especially for the females. They could use yellow rose and mandrake. That's it, mandrake. I think the mandrake is somewhere over on the side. Right there, Brother Divine. Come, I'll get it. Let me see, because we gotta go. Come, let me get that yellow.
Yeah, just tell them about the mandrake.
No, the mandrake is there. But we just gonna show them this for now. Yellow rose. Yellow rose is good for that. All right, just so you know. And of course, we got it here at Nicholas, Brooklyn, 1396 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York. You could call 718-858-4400. A next good one for that too is vanilla. Now, the whole purpose of these is to create a peaceful balance because it sends out a certain vibration. Example. Let me give them example, right? And in this example, I'm really going to ask you a question. Is your life more valuable by the amount of money you have? Yes or no? Okay? You got to think about that. Is it? Because you might say, yes, it is. You might have some mixed emotions that say, no, it isn't. But if you're going through Mercury retrograde and you know to reach this goal, you need money.
Dollars.
You understand? But if you're a person that got dollars already, you might say, well, no, it doesn't. But you're still affected. So now there goes the loophole right there. What do? You got to create that balance for what works for you. What works for him might not work for me. What works for me might not work for him. That's why I always have the different, how you say, the different tools or loopholes to help you get through what you got to get through. Go ahead.
Another thing, right, that we have here at Nicholas Brooklyn. You see, since Mercury retrograde has so much to do with communication, we always tell people to use your blue stones. You feel me? All of the blue stones that have to do with communication, right? So we have hemimorphite,
Demi.
we have lapis.
Hemimorphite.
You feel me? We got lapis lazuli. We got yoni eggs, and we also got the tumble stones
and rings.
And we got all type of lapis lazuli. We got sodalite as well. Now, when you have these stones,
don't forget Lama. You forget one of the main ones.
Lama, yes, good for positive, feminine, divine feminine energy. But when you have these stones on you, especially like on your throat space, or like say if you wear like a necklace made out of these stones, or when you meditating and you laying down, you placing them on your throat space. What it's gonna do is gonna help to open up your throat chakra and amplify it. So even though there's a little bit of, not a little bit of it, there's Mercury retrograde and all that going on, and certain communications aren't going through right. And since you have your tool, which is your blue stone, which is lapis, whatever blue stone that you have on you or whatever, will help and act as amplification of your own communication energy. So then instead of you just vibrating where everybody else is, getting effect on the communication level, your communicative energy is up here. So now you're flowing with, you get what I'm saying, Mercury.
Through the loopholes.
Exactly. You're flowing with it instead of going against it or just being slammed against the rocks by it. You get what I'm saying?
You dare me to hit him with this one?
The Dambarite?
You gonna tell him? I was gonna show them. I guess you want me to show them. This one right here deals great with communication. This right here,
Dambarite.
Anything it
connects you with your highest
it
self.
Slows down. It slows that
yeah.
From Mercury retrograde. You see the big piece I carry. You see the one Brother Divine be rocking around his neck. You've seen it before.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, especially people, one of the main people that's affected by Mercury retrograde are the ones that feel lost. They feel lost themselves, or they felt a loss, meaning death in the family relationship, and 9 times out of 10 relationships is gonna break up through Mercury retrograde. So we just giving you these different tools. But one of the main tools that we haven't spoke about yet, which Brother Divine is like very excited to speak about, so I'm just gonna let him go in on it. Go ahead.
The apatholite?
Yeah.
All right. We got the apatholite, which is a very beautiful stone. I don't know if y'all can see because I can't see myself.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you see it. So you see what they see, Brother Divine.
So there you go. There we go. Now this is called apatholite. Camera screen don't do it too much justice, but oh man. Now what apatholite is really good for, that it helps to connect you to your highest of the highest self. So when you operating from your highest form, your highest vibration, just your higher, that seat of soul, you can communicate through anything. You get what I'm saying? and it also helps to communicate. I said communicate helps to connect you with communication with your spirit guides. It helps to connect you with nature spirits as well, and basically it acts as a tool of fortification. And when you have moments like Mercury retrograde, you need all of the fortification you can use spiritually.
Facts.
All right. So you want stones like apatholite because it's gonna help to draw, not only because a lot of y'all aren't communicating with your spirit guides, your ancestors,
especially the nature ones.
Yeah, nature spirits. Like, yeah, I don't even know that you were even assigned nature spirits or spirit guides from your birth and things of that nature. And these beings of light, of pure great energy, have been assigned to you, but you haven't been communicating with them. So when things like Mercury retrograde and other astrological events that take place on this planet that will affect you, you get what I'm saying? You're really not even getting the knowledge and wisdom that you would normally get from these beings to help guide you. So, apatholite really helps to communicate and connect you with those beings of higher light, because again, you want the fortification.
Let's break it down.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the green apophyllite.
Yep.
And you got the clear apophyllite. Now, this is the thing. The clear one, and if you could get the book, we also got the pocket version, the Book of Stones. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Interdimensional awareness. That's very important to speak about during Mercury retrograde. Because during Mercury retrograde, see, this is where MC Spookism is about to really come out on them. You have certain entities that come around.
Only on this.
Yeah. Just the way how Brother Divine said. Because he know, Brother Divine been through some stuff. He know he could tell you. And he's seen some stuff. And always around this time and only around this time. And that's, again, they use that loophole to jump through. This is, like I said, this is information you ain't going to get regular nowhere else. Yes, you understand? Yes. And we ain't going to stay real long on this because we're about to wrap it up soon. But we just definitely got to hit you with it.
Now, another thing, apatholite is really good
at. I was going to finish with that dimensional stuff, but go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell them about the dimension.
Because that's very important.
It is. Go ahead.
Because you'll say, like, yo, why is this person tripping out? Why are they bugging? Mm-hmm. Like, why do they feel like they lost me? Or I'm feeling lost, or whatever it is. You have these entities that jump through those loopholes around those certain times, and they look to take influence over your thoughts. Perfect example, like I like to say, you saw the Captain America movie, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. The Captain America movie. No, not Captain America. I'm sorry.
Thor?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
You saw Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I know where you go with it.
You know,
see exactly where you go with. That's
the
exactly
God of War. The God of War, Aries. Because Wonder Woman thought the whole time she saw the chaos, and she thought it was this dude that was the main factor, and the lady that he was rocking with that was causing the chaos. But that wasn't the case.
She's being influenced.
Come to find out, it was the God of War, Aries. And then when Wonder Woman tried to curse him out and blame him, homeboy was like, yo, hold up. Slow your roll, chick. All I did was just whisper in their ears. And then it shows him when the chick was making the deadly formula that could break through the gas mask. Yeah, she's like this. But she can't see him because he's that entity at the time. And he just whispered the formula in her ears. And she's like, oh, yeah. And she started writing it down, thinking that's on her own free will. So that's very important during Mercury retrograde. And you won't hear much people talk about that when come Mercury retrograde.
And that's what I was heading into, which is, you see, a lot of us don't know is that you see beings, whether demonic or upper beings, they all use the way how the planets align as different portals and gateways. That's why even if you look in movies or whatever, or just like media, they start getting scared when certain planets start aligning. You start seeing, you start hearing all type of stuff about to happen with the planet.
All on the news, on the news, they be going crazy.
They start getting scared when them planets start aligning because it creates
they know the entities that's coming through
and gateways. So
Such as the Bermuda Triangle.
Exactly. So I was making reference into apatholite because, like Brother Joel was saying, with these entities trying to influence you in a negative fashion is going to be much more, especially if you're not on a high frequency. These entities are going to be trying to influence you. You're going to be feeling like nothing is going right in your life. You know, everything is just going to crap. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be wondering what's going on. That's because you're vibrating on a lower frequency. So now these beings that can only come around on certain things like Mercury retrogrades or other alignments of the planets and things like that, they're sitting there and buzzing you, they're messing with you because you're on that frequency, you're vibrating low. But you see, when you going through Mercury retrograde and you're on a high frequency, a high vibration, and you got your spiritual tools and you're doing the work, Mercury retrograde helps you. You get what I'm saying? Like if your vibrations are amplified and things like that, it will help reveal certain things to you. And it might be hard at first. It might not, it might not seem like it's, all smooth and flowers, but it's going to reveal something to you that needed to be revealed. You get what I'm saying? That's going to help better you on your path. And then you're going to start being influenced. You
got to let them also know. You got to know what your perception is.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them entities think that, oh, they're revealing to you that your man doing something. And then, that's what it is.
That you was talking about.
Exactly. Or your lady doing something, or your lady moving a certain way. And, they might reveal something, but that have nothing to do with the other. Their job is to combine it to make it seem like it does with the other. And now you're wilding out. So because they want to deal on that loss. That loss, either you're lost or you lost something or fear of losing something. That's very important during Mercury retrograde too. People lose things, loved ones, death in the family, house, car, so many things lost.
Mercury retrograde is a time to do another loophole as far as we're dealing with Mercury retrograde.
I forgot the damn candle. I was about to end it and I forgot the candle.
The candle.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another loophole we're dealing with Mercury retrograde itself is dang, I just had you doing that whole candle thing just threw me off. I had a good one too for the people who go over here talk about candle and all that. But again, like I was saying, since we are jumping through different dimensions, you have to be aware that you constantly create your reality, and you're constantly shifting, you're constantly changing. So with Mercury retrograde being something of reflection, you know what I'm saying? It really brings things to fruition. You really want to do it. That's what I was going to talk about. You really want to use the power of reflection. You get what I'm saying? Use the power of analyzation. You get what I'm saying? Use the power of decoding. You feel me? And that's where things like apatholite comes in. You get what I'm saying? Crystals like this really help with just decoding through, you know what I'm saying, the BS. You get what? Because a lot of the times, we don't really see through the message. You know what I'm saying? Your third eye got to be open. You get what I'm saying? Which is why we have stones like apatholite and all the other stones that we do have. And this is just one form of tool. Then you also remember you got to meditate. You got to meditate. Like you can't just have these things and just have them on your nightstand and stuff like that. You have to meditate.
That's decoration.
If you're not wearing them, you get what I'm saying? You're not adorning yourself with these crystals. You got to meditate with them. Like it's not even like you should or maybe. It's like you have to meditate with these things. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you bugging, brother Divine.
Yeah, they got to.
That's man. You bugging. That's decoration. Everybody know you don't meditate with no crystals.
Yeah, you leave it there. That's for decoration. It look pretty. How many times I get people? It looks pretty. I like the way it's really.
Yeah, shiny. That's all they like.
It's people are so fun. It's sparkly. I get that with so many stones. It's sparkly. It's like, what? Are you a grown up or a kid? It's sparkling. Yo, I hear that so many times with dealing with these stones.
You don't want to offend.
I don't care. Learn something. Stop just looking at stuff. Oh, it's pretty. No, learn it. Learn it. That's what knowledge is here for.
Do they get a fax for that one?
Facts.
Ooh, okay, check this out.
Yeah.
Candle. One of the great candles to use during Mercury retrograde. You already know. Saint Michael, definitely. But one of the best ones to use overall during Mercury retrograde. Reverse them bomber. Send them back to where them come from. Yeah, they don't like when you light a reverse.
Yeah.
During Mercury retrograde. Yeah. Why? The double action reverse deals with you come this way. We're gonna hit the switch to send you back that way. With the prayers, crystals, or whatever else you're using. You can make it happen. So you got to be mindful of Mercury retrograde, especially during these times. All right. We showed you the tools needed. We'll let you know apophyllite, yellow, your blue stones, the yellow rose, incense, reverse. So, I'll take questions real quick. I thought, woo, damn, they really gonna kill me. I'm trying to give them the loophole tools, and I'm forgetting. We so looking to get out of here because we just finished the healing circle, people. So you gotta excuse us. We apologize for this. We're trying to get up out of here. We're sorry, but as it come to me, I gotta give you the information. Because, although I'm trying to rush out of here, so I'm going to give it to you real quick. Plus, it won't hurt for y'all to hit the super chat. It really won't hurt for y'all to hit the super chat. Juniper berry. Go ahead, you can talk to me.
Juniper berry, that's what you're going to
get? Yeah. Essential oils
and stuff
like that. Not that fake stuff. Nah, I got something to say to them on that, too.
Now, when you meditating, right? Juniper berry, thank you. When you meditating during Mercury retrograde, you want to really focus on either your throat chakra or throat energy. You get what I'm saying? Or crown or your third eye. You're going to stay here. 1, 2, and 3. You get what I'm saying? And when you meditating on these 3 senses, you're definitely
that's the lecture. That's the lecture.
Go ahead.
That's the lecture.
Yeah.
That's the lecture
right now.
And quite frankly, super chats. So that's the lecture. Yeah, you drop. Yeah. gotta keep
you have when you ain't super chat, you can't get in.
Like, look how much people on there acting like it's too hard to hit that like button too. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah. So all them other people giving them whack information, they want to pay for it. We giving the real deal to you for free. Yeah. And I know the most of the stuff me and Brother Divine said, a lot of y'all ain't ever heard when it comes to Mercury retrograde. Not only that, some of y'all already felt that way and was like, yo,
that makes sense.
Why this happened during Mercury retrograde? Oh, I see this certain thing every time Mercury retrograde. You just gain clarity over what we just broke down to. Yep. And that's a fact. I know that. And ain't no miscommunication. Ain't no miscommunication there. Juniper berry. What y'all know about that right there? Bam. All right. Juniper berry is very good during Mercury retrograde. Mop out your place with it. Take some of the water. Wipe the tires of your car. Take a spray bottle. Spray inside the interior of your car. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you.
Put it in your home.
Yeah, and for meditation, I'm gonna give them this one. For your meditation, you put it in your diffuser, you meditate. Like I say, you mop out your home, you could bathe with it. And just put some on a napkin or what's that stuff you could put it? Oh, the Palo Santo combs.
Yep.
You put some of the juniper berry on the Palo Santo combs and go to sleep. Okay, where you like the combs and just go to sleep. Dream state off the hook, and I guarantee you you will go through an easier process in Mercury retrograde. The object is to jump through those loopholes because the loopholes are there. And the loopholes that don't benefit you, the object is to close them or reverse them or move them away from you. You want to have clear and proper communication with individuals every day, because one little bit of miscommunication is like,
and make sure you monitor your energy, keep your vibrations high, especially when bad things are like happening to you during Mercury retrograde, because you see you're being tested at that time, and if you fail the test, you get what I'm saying, like more bad things are gonna happen. But if you pass and stay resilient and keep your energy high, keep your frequency high, keep your
that sound like you. That's not me. I don't got that ringer. Mandy Coriolan. Yeah, Mandy Coriolan. Salute to you. Thank you for that support. Greatly appreciate you. I want to take like one, maybe two questions before we live out and out. They won't have to ask again. But hell, they know the calling number, and I know they ain't calling in because my phone don't have that ringer. That's Brother Divine. Oh, I see a question from, how you put that? That's a comedic name. How you got that? Kenick. Dots. I'm gonna use his last name.
Connects the dots.
Connects. Look how you spelled it. Connects the dots. Asks, is writing communication better than verbal at this time? No. I'm telling you, you'll see people say, people will see you write on paper, the cat is yellow and black. They will put it as you said, the cat is silver and brown. Trust me, I even made mistakes like that during Mercury retrograde and fall victim to it with what I'm reading. And then I'm like, oh, well, how did I miss this? How did I mess this up? I'm like, where my juniper berry at? Where my juniper berry oil at? Where's the apophyllite at? Let me burn the incense, because sometimes we be so busy, Mercury retrograde will creep up on us. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the alkaline ionized water he chugging. Facts! How can empath, Nikki Baby asks, how can empaths take care during this time? We just told you. Apophyllite, especially, definitely apophyllite. Apophyllite is great for empath during Mercury retrograde. Why? Because you've already seen it. I told you that in the dimensional. A next one that's good too, hemimorphite, danbarite, and lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, not lapis. Lapis lazuli is very, very good to help you around that time. Oh, let me see. I think somebody calling in.
Empaths too.
To accept, press 1.
Oh, that's connected dots. Oh, let me see. Who's that?
Your caller just hung up. Press 2 to call.
Yo, connects.
I think we answered
oh man, damn! I just hung up on him. My back, connects. Call back. I just hanged up on you by mistake. Who's that? Straight Panther 79. Salute to you. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciate you. Connects. Call back. You see what I'm talking about? He called and it said he hanged up. You heard it, right?
Then he was saying peace.
Then he was saying peace, peace. So I hanged up. Perfect. I'm glad that happened right there. Because they heard it for themselves. This don't ever happen like that. So that just proves what I was saying with Mercury retrograde and communication. Calling number 929-374-3828. All right, I think that's him calling back.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, Joel Benjamin 528 aka MC Spookers. I'm in Brother Divine. What's up, Connects?
Hey, peace. How y'all doing this evening?
Great. Where you calling from, bro?
I'm calling from New York.
All right. What's your question?
I was out in Brooklyn, but now I'm up in upstate Geneva, New York.
Oh, okay, cool. What's up? Salute to you out there.
Yeah, salute to y'all as well. First of all, I have to give a major salute to yourself and the brother Devon, because I'm your brother to drop some powerful, powerful information right now, because it's weird, like how I was just sitting there. I was actually watching Black Dot, and then, you know, I'm subscribed to your channel, so then the live notification popped up. So I was like, all right, let me finish with Black Dot. So I jump on, and as soon as you start talking about this Mercury retrograde and the yourself and brother Devon elaborating on it, automatically, when you was talking about the date, I was like, well, damn. I said, son, I was like, November 4th is like when I remember, like, me and my wifey, I don't know, for some reason, the communication started getting a little crazy. Little, like, I'm feeling skeptical about certain things, like, you know, just months prior now, it's like I'm feeling like some information is not adding up. It's just weird. Like, I have a weird feeling, and I find myself very easily angered, and I don't want to hear anybody telling me anything, because it's like I know what I know.
Well,
and everything you're saying is like right on point.
Yeah, and that's
right
why
now.
we do what we do, because like I said, and we got more. This is really like, if we really want to get into it, we could really make like a 3 hours out of it. Easy 3 hours, right? Easy 3 hour lecture out of this. You understand? We just hitting y'all quick. You see some of the stuff I was going to forget, because we trying to get out of here. It's rainy right now. We want to make sure we catch the trains. We got to check, because I didn't drive to the shop today. So we want to make sure we catch the train. You understand? So that's why we tell people, we got the stuff here at Nicholas, Brooklyn. We let them know where to get it, because most places you're not getting it at. And then you're not getting good quality if you are getting it, or it might be fake. So we like to deal with people. You want to deal with people you could trust, number one. But not just that. We want to give people the information, because once you know better, you can do better. Am I right by saying that?
Yes. You are absolutely correct, because and I want to give another testimony, and hopefully the people that are listening will know these words to be true and exact. I have 3 daughters, right, and they all participate in dance class. Like, they go to like hip hop dance class. You know, I have twins that are 4, and my eldest daughter is 10. You know, every time they go to their dance class, because you also mentioned in Mercury retrograde about car accidents. And I know this time of the year where I live, there are a lot of deer that jump out on the road. But every time she takes them to the dance classes, going and coming home, someone's hitting a deer, or they're barely missing deer. And in her employment, she drives a lot as well. And it's like I'm constantly telling her every day, I'm like, drive carefully. And I don't know why I'm saying it. Because it's like I don't say that to her. You know, I don't say that to her. Lately, I've been saying drive carefully, and, you know, she's always like, yeah, you know, someone hit a deer, you know, we're seeing deer coming and going. You know, it's like, how rare is that? Like, you know, you might swerve and hit a deer, or you might, you know, you miss it, or whatever the case may be, you know. And here again, my communication, like, you know, I'm trying to get it out, but I can't. So
it's funny you say that, because during the last Mercury retrograde, I almost hit a deer. Nearly crashed up my Mercedes truck, boy. Because you know when them deers hit you, it roll up and then they got the antlers, and this one had big antlers, and I was like, I spotted just in time, because like I said, I washed my vehicle with the stuff that I'm supposed to wash it with, like I said, like the juniper berry and whatnot, because I just knew about that time. And yo, the road where it was, it normally has no deer coming out there. So, you know, it got roads where the deer, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, bro, because you're in that type of area. It got certain roads where you're not seeing no deer at all.
Well, exactly,
it just happened to see a deer there. Then, like I was driving on the highway today, and I'm seeing mad roadkill, squirrels. Next one, a squirrel. If it's not a squirrel, it's a raccoon. Then a deer. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're in Mercury retrograde. That's right. That makes a lot of sense. So, you know,
it does.
You got to be mindful.
It does.
Yeah.
And also, let me ask you one more question, brother. And I know you got to get out. Just one more question.
Go ahead.
Now, in regards to like what we're seeing on the media, as far as with all the sexual allegations and etc., is do us as the people that are actually watching this and interpreting this up, perceptualizing it, and taking it, and you know, from our thought process, should we also, although we should be mindful of the television anyway, but do we have to be extremely more cautious now when they try to perpetuate a message to us because of the miscommunication, or is, like you said, you have the reverse candle? So I would anticipate powers to be that know how to use this retrograde to their advantage.
Of course.
You know, if you get what I'm saying.
No, absolutely, you're right. Like I said, with a lot of the allegations, just Mercury retrograde, yeah, they ain't see nothing yet.
It's gonna be a lot going. You see a lot. Hey, I just seen this lady umbrella. She almost she going through Mercury retrograde right now. She was just her umbrella just said she's tight right now.
Y'all up because I'm actually I still have you guys watch it live. So
all right, so you gonna listen to the rest on live.
I just want to say one thing, man. I salute you, and I definitely will. You know, unfortunately, I'm one of them dudes. I don't own credit card. You know, I do got a green dot card, so perhaps I can load it, and I can get in touch with you guys, man, and get some of them products and stuff, and try to improve my life.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. You just said something that was so very important, being that you mentioned the green dot card. And I wasn't gonna do this. I was gonna look to rush out, like me and Divine was gonna rush out. Let me just give this ritual real quick so people could get the finances right, because we forgot that part. We so trying to go with the finances up. I'm glad you mentioned that, brother. Thank you so much. Apophyolite. You're gonna there's like a ritual you could do with the apophyolite.
That we can't give.
Don't give that brother Divine said don't give it to y'all. Damn, you know me be wanting to give it to them.
You can't give y'all no rituals on this. No. That you're gonna have to come in and get it. You're gonna have to call in and ask one of us for a consultation.
I was just about to get brother Divine said can't give. And brother Divine ain't normally like that, so you know it's Mercury retrograde. Brother Divine normally be wanting to give up the ghost all the time.
Because you know what's also missing in the community, right? What I see is that, like, when you have brothers like the brother Divine and yourself that are with, like, if we're a standing army, you brothers are definitely generals in this. You guys are our medics. You are our healers.
Facts.
So if he says no, you not. You never know who's qualified for this training exercise that you're about to put out there.
Exactly.
You could, people lose their lives. So he's definitely correct.
That's what I'm saying. Cause
somebody definitely has to come in and check you out for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I was saying, because a lot of people, like, we could tell them, like, say, oh, we could show y'all a ritual, really, but first of all, rituals are very sacred things. You know what I'm saying? And number two, that's something that we would definitely have to be a one-on-one, and we have to analyze and make sure that you're ready to even do that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, again, we're dealing with portals. So you're doing rituals, you opening up portals. You have to know what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? You got to know what you're opening up, how to close. So that's why I just said no.
Brother Divine has spoken. All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Sir. Salute to you both. And,
salute to you.
And if, like you said, if everybody listening, you'll definitely pay homage to Nicholas Bookstore in Brooklyn, 718 Brooklyn Zoo. You already know. Bang,
you're
bang.
Gang, gang, gang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Later, man. Peace. Yeah. All right, people. Once Brother Divine said nope, and he was serious about it too. He gave me that look. Yeah, I could rewind it. He saw his side at me like, yo, what the fuck you you doing, bro? Yo, I know you're not killing them, not rich. So I'm like, yeah, you got it.
But
divine.
just know there is a ritual, and if you would
The
like to know,
rituals.
Joel or myself could definitely assist in, helping you with these
exactly.
things, you know. But
a few of them you can open the Bible. Some of you ain't gotta open the Bible, but trust me, you're gonna get results. I was gonna give them the money one, brother Divine.
got sacred geometry.
Brother Divine said, "Yo, crack that whip." Yo, you see, he holding the wand. He was about to give me that wand.
Chill, let him know. But we definitely love y'all, and it's not that we're withholding information, but just like in ancient times, certain things were sacred, and certain things we had to determine. You get what I'm saying? And just like as the brother just said, I personally, and I'm sure Joel does feel the same, we definitely do feel like generals in this. You get what I'm saying? We definitely do feel like
kings and generals.
We know that we're leaders in this, so we have to also have a certain type of etiquette and standard that we giving the people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
facts.
It is what it is.
So, people, Nicholas, Brooklyn, located 1396. I see somebody ask where we at on Flatbush. We're not further down Flatbush anymore. We're further up on Fulton now. So 1396 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York. All right. Number to call in case you want any of these items. And apart from like going fast, don't ever get that twisted. Apart from like always go fast regardless Mercury retrograde or not. I mean, it tends to go way faster during Mercury retrograde because you got people that know what they're doing and what they're into.
The communicative stones too. I know it's
Danberite almost gone. All the communicative
stones will call people like, because sometimes I hear every day, and I when I look at, even if they don't have the money to get, I look at what people gravitate to. You get what I'm saying? And around these times, people always gravitating to either protection or communicative stones. You get what I'm saying? They always coming in for some protection or communication stones around these times. You get what I'm saying? So definitely, like like Joel said, we have all of that here. You already know I commission a piece. Make a piece. We'll put that energy into it, consecrate it for you, and all that good stuff.
It's always more powerful with copper.
Copper, silver, whatever you want. We stepping it up now too. We doing different metals and all that. Gold, everything.
We're gonna save that.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. That's gold.
Say that. Don't even say that one. Again, people, you could call 718-858-4400. Not tonight, tomorrow, because we're looking to zoom out of here right now.
I still gotta label my stuff and all that.
Yeah, so we bid you adieu. Salute to you all, the international audience and the domestic audience. You've been watching Joel Bedroom 528 aka MC Spookism and Brother Divine. All right. You've been watching Mercury Retrograde and Reality Loopholes. Now, let's see how much people bite that style. And I'm just gonna say it. They just gonna have to get mad. Whole time you wasn't talking about the loopholes, you holding out, or you didn't know. Now you want to act like you know.
Let me tell you how to get out of Mercury Rich. No, heard it here first.
Gang. Later, people. We out. Always love doing the live streams with y'all.
You know, bad people gonna be like, yo.